Hey, Pete here. Exciting video for Divi membership. 2.0 is out and we've got a lot of changes, a lot of new features. Really excited about this, as you can tell, because it's really changed the game for Divi membership. Before, there was a few missing features, a few little things that just needed ironing out, and we've just spent a lot of time really making sure that this plugin is complete. If there's anything that you need that Divi membership does not offer, please get in touch, because we really want to make this plugin as comprehensive as possible for you guys. I will be doing a video on a complete, like, start to finish on creating a membership site. This video is just showing the 2.0 changes. So if you're new to Divi membership, maybe take a look at the other course video. I'll break it down into different videos, different sections. This one, we just do an update video. So I'm just going to jump straight in. So the main thing you're going to see is our new settings framework. This has been rolled out to all our plugins slowly. If you have a plugin that does not have the new settings framework, it will then default to the old settings. So the reason is because then we don't want stuff to conflict. So over time, all our plugins will then be updated to the new settings framework, and then you can see this. Or if you only have Divi membership, then then you'll see this. Okay, so I'm just gonna so the new settings framework. Have a look at this. So you can jump in. You can actually change to dark mode if you prefer, which I like. You can search, Control K. You can search for settings. I don't know, like let's say I want to change the invoice logo. I can see, okay, logo. I click on there, it takes me straight to the setting. Really nice. It also allows you to search our documentation. So right from the dashboard, you can search our docs, search our settings, make it a lot easier for you to find things. We've created it in different kind of sections, really made it like really easy for you to understand. If there's anything that's complex, get in touch, give us some suggestions. We're happy to take a look. So here you can go payment gateways. I want to enable Stripe. You have the Stripe tab, PayPal, so you can kind of switch between the different tabs, just make it really nice and easy to use. We try to use tabs when we can to kind of just make it easier for you to kind of navigate. So take a look at that. The main kind of benefits, I don't know, this site doesn't have much because it's just my dev site, but the main benefit's going to be our reporting section. So take a look at the reporting section. It's really more advanced. I'll do a separate video on that when in the video specifically for reporting. So take a look at that if you want to see it in more detail. I don't think I'll do it justice right here. So the one thing in the reporting is we actually offer, well, you'll see trial analytics. So when you enable trial, which is a new feature, you can then see analytics for that. There's different like bar charts. You can change between bar and chart and pie chart. Anyway, I'm getting mixed up here, so I'll just move on. Bar, line, or pie charts. That's it. Okay, so the main difference really is you're gonna see is Stripe version 3 is enabled on this website. So in the membership prior to the one we have now, it was Stripe version 2, which had there were some limitations behind that. We actually then also customized the way the form looked. Now we're using Stripe version 3, which integrates straight in with the Stripe elements. So they control the way that the form looks. We've given you options to design, change stylings and stuff, but it just helps with compatibility, making sure that the payments go through, there's no issues with processing the payments. So actually I'll get, let's just see if this, I don't know if I'm logged in actually, I need to double check that. Sorry, this is a bit of a, I'll open up a new window and I'll wait for that to load. Okay, so anyway, so Stripe version 3. So the other thing we have is we have free trial. Okay, so I'll just show you Stripe version 3, sorry. So the way it looks now is like this. So you can see there's a card, payments. With Stripe version 3 as well, you can have things like Klarna, Ideal, Amazon Pay. So, I can do Amazon Pay here, not just card payments. So that's the benefit of that. check out the video because there's different options. You know, you can have them in tabs, you can have them in accordions. You can also just have a simple card. If you don't want to have this advanced view where it looks like this, you can just have a simple card, which you probably will see later in the video. Okay, so that's the Stripe version 3. So we've enabled free trials. So if you take a look at this is a kind of the default settings. You can customize like, okay, global or per plan trial settings. So per plan is kind of the default, and you check out over here. But I want to really show you in the actual membership how you set up the trial period. So if we head over to our membership. Okay, this is quite a this is definitely my mess around website, so bear with me. Okay, so here in our billing cycle, so you can see I've got monthly and annual. We now have a new option for trial, and here you can say yes, I want it to be a trial. Then you set the duration, so I don't know, 7 days, and require payment. So this is important. Do you want to collect payments on sign up, or do you want to collect payments only off, like only collect the pay, like no, not the payment, sorry, the card. So on sign up, they have to enter in the card details, and then won't charge them at that point. So only charge them after the free trial, but it requires them to enter in the card details. If you set to no, it means that they can just sign up for the free trial. They don't have to add their card details, and then after the trial is complete, they then have to do that. And there's emails to go out and stuff like that. But I would say yes is probably the better option. So that's free trials, and I'll show you how that looks in a bit with the order summary. That's kind of what I want to show you here. So if I go back to this website, I want to select, you know, this monthly 7-day free and then $10 afterwards. You'll see that we've added this nice order summary now. It gives you the membership type, the billing cycle. If it's a trial, it gives you the trial for 3 days, and it gives 7 days, sorry, and it gives you the first charge date, as well as the price. Everything's all very, very clear in this order summary. So that's a new thing we've added, order summary. You can enable that, disable that in the module, the register or sign up module. We've also added a better way to kind of display these options. So if you have one membership with, if you have one membership with one billing plan, there would not be a membership plan selection option because it's just the one. So we've removed that. Before the customer would then have to then choose from a drop down or a radio one option, which kind of doesn't make much sense. So we've just removed that and just preloaded that. If you have one membership with two billing cycles, it will then show in the selection, and it will just be a simple drop down or a simple radio. If you have multiple memberships with multiple billing cycles, we then use something called opt groups, which kind of like add a heading and then the cycles underneath. So it really kind of makes it look really nice. So we've really spent a bit of time in that. Just make it easier for the customer to understand. Another cool option, another really nice thing we've added is coupons. So head over to Divi membership coupons. Okay, and here you can then enable the different coupons. So add coupon. Actually, I don't have it in this other test website, so I'm just juggling a couple of things right here. Just get this video is quite raw. I'm not going to lie to you, but it's okay. We are doing it together. So here we go, coupon code. So I don't know, like let's say I go 50 off. That's the coupon code. Status active, percentage. I want to say 50% off. Apply to renewals, yes or no. So that's a nice option. You can say no. Applicable plans. Here you can filter it down to only specific membership plans, or just leave it empty for all of them. Minimum amount, expiry date, total usage. So we really kind of made us really thought about this, you know. So now, if I select, you know, the annual, sorry, I think on the register form I need to go in. So on the register form, just going to enable this, and I'll need to enable the coupon code on that form to allow it to then show. So I guess maybe you want to have it on the register form, but on the sign up form, which is used, you know, for existing users, you might want to actually remove it. I don't know. Depends on how you want to do it. The lovely Divi 4. Double reload. I'm gonna, well, Divi 5 will soon be out, but we'll chat about that another time. So there we go. So in the main options, enable coupon code field, I'm just going to enable that. Default state, hidden or visible, I'm going to have hidden, and then the success messages. So let's just save that and head over back to our register form. I'm going to choose this, you know, $100 a year, and here you'll see this little add a coupon code. I'm going to add my 50 off. 50 off coupon code, and let's see what happens. Nice. So it gives the discount of $50, first payment only. So because I've set it to not work on renewals, so the first payment's going to be, you know, $50, and then the rest is going to be, you know, the rest is going to be 100. So that's coupons. Great, we added that. The other thing we've added is on the ability for you to add users to free memberships. Okay, so there's no way for you to add members to a paid membership because we need to make that link with Stripe or PayPal. It's quite, you know, there needs to be a way for us to then take those recurring payments. So if you want to add users manually to a paid membership, that's not possible. You're going to have to then send them links to the sign up or the register pages. But if it's a free membership, so let's say I go, okay, no, free, and I'm just going to say, okay, well, it's a free membership. I can then go and add the users here. Let's just save this. Yeah, I can go and add the users here, you know, bulk add users, and then just go create free subscriptions, and then it will then go ahead and create the free subscriptions. So now those users now will have access. Okay, so that's one new thing we've added: ability for you to add to assign users to free memberships. The other one is the upgrade downgrade switcher. So that's cool. Membership. Let's go to the membership 2 websites. Let's take a look at this. So in the memberships, we now have the option to upgrade or downgrade. So this can happen between memberships or between billing cycles. So if you want to enable this, go down to the bottom and just enable it on the membership that you have to allow users to switch between plans. And now, when a user goes to their account and go to membership, no, I don't have active membership. Okay, let me just sign up for this membership here. So I want to go for a free plan. Oh, it's quite nice just to show you how this works. So I'm just going to put in some dummy data. Does that work? Just a random postcode. Okay, so I'm signing up. Great. I think because I'm an admin user, it's kind of messed up. Let me just get this. Let me just get a new one. 1 second, sorry, I do apologize about this. I think we could probably make this edit a bit better, but I hope you can bear with me. Okay, so here we go. So here's my user. So user, I don't know, 10, just in case. Well, let's just go. I don't know how many users I've tested on this website. Okay, so there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Added a coupon code. Okay, register. Let's check it out. Okay, so one nice thing you can see actually with the free trials, they can see on their membership that their trial classes are ending, first payment, and then they can actually see the membership. If you go to the membership over here, we've actually changed this table to have an actions drop down. Before it was buttons, but as we added more, like cancel trial, start pay, etc., we decided to use a select. So here you can see, actually, well, I'm just going to start paid now. Well, I'm going to cancel. I'm going to cancel, so I want to cancel my membership, and then cancel the membership, etc., etc. Once they've cancelled, they can then resubscribe. If they want to resubscribe, it'll open up a nice little, it'll have what the payment that they've enabled. So I'm going to actually resubscribe. I'm just going through this quickly. So, there's kind of options for the user to then manage. So here we go. So we have this active subscription and it's $100 a year. And actually I want to switch plans. Then you can then say, okay, well, I want to switch to the monthly. It'll then give me kind of the current 100, the new plan 10, and then any credit for the unused time will be applied to your next bill. Stripe works this out, so Stripe will then work out all the details, and then it'll just calculate that. So you can just confirm the switch, and then it'll go ahead and it'll switch. So that's really nice, especially for upgrades or downgrades. Okay, so that's it. The other one we got is user fields. So let's say we have on here, we can go to Divi membership. There is you have to enable over here. It is enabled. So I think I was just playing around with it before this video, so I just need to fix it. But basically, you just add user fields to users. So on the register form or the account area, they can then modify those fields, and it helps just to collect more data. You don't have to use ACF or nothing. It's all in there. That's kind of the main changes. Other than that, we've just spent a lot of time on making it easier for you to understand, to navigate through, to use the plugin, as well as made it better for customers. So any suggestions on how you can make it easier for your customers or your customers' customers, or even if you're a DIY person, your customers, on using the website, so whether it's on the front end or the back end, just give us a shout, because we really want to make this plugin just perfect for you guys. I think this update we've done is, it's really improved things with the new settings framework, better reporting, Stripe version 3, free trials, order summary, membership plan switching, coupons, adding free users, user fields. I mean, that is nearly 10 new features, big features that we've just added. And then there's more. There's more modifications that we've done, and some fixes. So this is a big update. So give it a try. If you have any feedback, please let us know. I'd love to help you through it all. Make some big moves for you. Okay, so have a great day. Really appreciate you being part of Divi Engine's family, and we'll speak to you soon.